So welcome to all the BSc first year students for second semester. As per our concerned paper is the name of the title of the paper is Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. So this is the title of the paper. So it is about 50 marks paper, 45 periods. So whatever the syllabus is mentioned for this paper, this title of the paper, there is Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. So the syllabus is very less, not more than that, whatever is there in first semester. So now what things are there, what are the aspects have been mentioned for our syllabus in this paper, that is Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. In earlier paper, the paper first, we have studied the simplest plants which are growing on the earth, that is algae, fungi, bacteria, virus, mycoplasma, all these things. After that, there is one more group. Some of the other group of plants were evolved on earth. So after algae, a second group of plants, which is advanced one, develops or evolved on earth, that is Bryophyta. And after that, there is one more group of plants evolved on earth, that is Pteridophyta. So these two things have been mentioned in the paper in second semester, that is Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. So before going to be whatever the syllabus is mentioned in this paper, first of all you have to understand what are the bryophytes. Bryophytes are nothing but slightly advanced plants which are evolved on earth, which are flat one, which will not be differentiated into root, stem and leaf-like structures. Flat bodies. So multicellular body. Sporophytic nature is advanced one. So these are known as Bryophyta. So another group of plants which is evolved after the bryophyte that is Pteridophyta. Pteridophyta are one of the group of plants which are evolved on earth, which are having an advanced plant body, a well-developed plant body, which will be differentiated into root, stem and leaf-like structures, and these are also known as the first vascular plants on earth. Pteridophytes are known as the first vascular plants. So before going to be understanding the first vascular plant, vascular plants are nothing but those plants which are in which there is having a vascular bundles. So vascular bundles are nothing but a group of tissues which is made up from xylem and phloem. So these are known as vascular bundles. So these are the first vascular plants which are evolved on earth, that is the Pteridophyta. So in Bryophyta, whatever the syllabus is mentioned in Bryophyta, first of all you have to understand the definition of Bryophyta and introduction about Bryophyta. Then general characteristics of Bryophyta. What are the general characteristics of Bryophyta? Then third aspect you have to be studied in this paper, that is classification of Bryophyta. The division Bryophyta has been divided into only three classes. So what are these three classes? Then again there is a general characteristics of these three classes. What are the different orders? What are the different families? And what are the different genus and species of each class? They have to be studied while studying the classification of Bryophyta. After classification, in your syllabus they have mentioned that is two important examples in Bryophyta, that is Markensia and Funaria. So these are the two examples have been mentioned for your syllabus in Bryophyta. These two examples, only these two examples have been mentioned for your syllabus. In here you have to study the complete life cycle of Markensia and complete life cycle of Funaria. Complete life cycle of Markensia and complete life cycle of Funaria. Details regarding the Markensia and Funaria. While studying the details regarding, that is, occurrence, classification, structure, internal structure, reproduction, life cycle, structure of sex organs, then fertilization, then germination. So whatever these are things are there, you have to study, then it is called as life cycle of that particular example. Similarly, in Funaria also you have to be study the details life cycle of Funaria. Now this is completion of Bryophyta. Now this is completion of Bryophyta. So in examination, always there is a first question. The question number 1, whatever the first question is I want to be asked in this paper, is always on Bryophyta. So if you are going to be complete these two examples, then there will be a perfection of question number 1. Perfection of question number 1. So after that, another aspects which is mentioned in this paper in the second semester BSc first year, that is Pteridophyta. So here also we study the definition of Pteridophyta, introduction, then general characteristics of Pteridophyta. General characteristics of Pteridophyta. So the general, while studying the pteridophytes, first of all you have to review the definition of Pteridophyta, introduction, then here also general characteristics of Pteridophyta, then classification of Pteridophyta, classification. After classification, so in this also there have been mentioned, there are about 4 to 5 examples. 4 to 5 examples. You have to be studied a complete life cycle of all these examples are type studies which are mentioned for your syllabus. Then stellar evolution in pteridophytes. Stellar evolution in pteridophytes. So what are these examples? The first example, which is primitive one, that is Xylotum. Xylotum. Then Lycopodium. Then Selaginella. Xylotum, Lycopodium, Selaginella. Then Equisetum. Then Marsilia. So these are the 5 examples have been mentioned for your syllabus, in which you have to be study the complete life cycle, that is Xylotum, Lycopodium, Selaginella, Equisetum and Marsilia. So while studying here also, while studying the life cycle of all these examples, in which you have to be study very perfectly any one example which is mentioned for your syllabus. Then after that, the same thing is there in all examples. There is a slight difference. So while studying the Xylotum, this is the most primitive example. Before this Xylotum, there are some other examples of Pteridophyta. Nowadays, now they are in a extinct or in a fossil forms. So that is one of the most important example which is found in fossil forms. So that is Rhynia, Guinea, Vagania. So that is the example which is found in a fossil form, which is the example of Pteridophyta. At presently, it is not existed on Earth, but it is found in a fossil forms. So now, the most primitive example on Earth presently which is existed on Earth of Pteridophyta is Xylotum. That is the Xylotum. It is having a very primitive characteristics. Then after that, so one more example which is mentioned for your syllabus, which is most evolved, slightly evolved one, that is Lycopodium. In Mahabaleshwar, most of the large trees on their branches, on their trunks, you will find a grassy growth, that is nothing but Lycopodium. So after that, Third example which is mentioned for your syllabus, that is Selaginella, then Equisetum, then Marsilia. Marsilia is the most advanced, evolved example of Pteridophyta. So all these examples which is mentioned for your syllabus, here the stellar evolution is very primitive one. The stele or the xylem and phloem, the position of xylem and phloem, that their structure is very primitive in case of Xylotum. Again, while studying the Lycopodium, there is a slightly advanced development in vascular system of Lycopodium. Then again, while going to the Selaginella, there is again slightly evolved or complex structure of stellar system. Then Equisetum, then Marsilia. Then there is a Marsilia. So while studying life cycle of these two or these 5 examples or type studies which I mentioned, so here also you have to give the classification, then occurrence, where it occurs, Xylotum, whether it is which is the locality, what type of environment it requires for its growth, then morphological characteristics, how it is differentiated into root, stem and leaf-like structures, what are the roots, what type of stem is that, what type of leaves is that, sporangium, all these things. And after that, you have to study the internal structure, that is root, stem and leaf of Xylotum, what type of tissues are there, what type of cell is there, what type of stele is there. You have to be studied in details. Similarly, Lycopodium, Selaginella, Equisetum and Marsilia. So this is the syllabus. So this is the syllabus of paper Bryophyta and Pteridophyta of the second semester BSc first year. So all these things you have to be study. Syllabus is very less, and you have to be go through properly. Whatever the in next class, first of all, you have to be study the what are the bryophyte and their general characteristics and their classification. Then life cycle of Mertensia, then Funaria. So these two things, the first thing you have to be complete within 4 to 5 classes, and after that, whatever the 5 examples they have been mentioned for our syllabus, it requires 10 classes, and after that 10 classes, the remaining part of the pteridophyte, that is a stellar evolution of pteridophytes. It requires 2 to 3 classes, and after that, we are going to be study the MCQs of all these things. Today, this much is sufficient, and tomorrow I am going to be dealing about bryophyta. Thank you. Bye.